palm trees with secrets in the night. There's blue jeans fade under the city light. Spare and change, I'm just trying to survive, but everything's slipping, struggling to thrive. Gotta find a way, gotta keep it alive. And I don't know why they all walk on by. Oh, I don't know why no one even smiles. Oh, they are broken, but not so much as I. They are broken, but the light's still in their eyes. Poppies bloom where the struggle is real.
Hawaii, a paradise of sun-kissed beaches, towering palms, and breathtaking landscapes. But behind this idyllic exterior, there's a hidden struggle faced by some of the most vulnerable members of society, children. When we think of homelessness, we often think of drug addicts with signs begging for change and sleeping on park benches in large urban cities, far away. And while these stereotypes are often true, paradise is the last thing on our minds when contemplating that word. But with gentrification, rising rental and food prices, and the limited amount of housing opportunities turned into short-term tourist lodgings, many local Hawaiians don't have a safe place to sleep at night. Among them are a startling number of families with small children. These are the homeless kids of Hawaii, and their stories are often overlooked.
Their desperate eyes watch hungrily as food goes down the drain. Their half-torn old and dirty clothes are drenched by pouring rain. Oh, humanity has forsaken many when we live in a world of plenty. The stench of greed permeates our society.
You're excited to be at summer camp? Kinda. Well,
Because I don't know how to go.
you don't know how it will go? I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. But I can understand your feelings.
Oh, humanity has forsaken many when we live in a world of plenty. The stench of greed permeates our society. People think they aren't of use, some even call them unwanted. Still, there are some who will look past that and try to help them undaunted. Oh, humanity has forsaken many when we live in a world of plenty. The stench of greed permeates our society. Oh, humanity has forsaken many when we live in a world of plenty.
First of all, people don't really think about kids and homelessness.
There's no child, no, not even an adult wants to be on the beach. I try to think of it as a long extended vacation for me, but that only lasts for a little bit.
She was only 1 pound. 1 pound, 8.5 ounces. Stood in the hospital for 2 months and then came straight to the beach. I raised my 2 sons on the beach too when they was newborn. Straight from the hospital, straight to our camp.
My oldest daughter plays the violin, and then my son, he likes to freestyle rap. And then this son, he's a monkey. He has a car. He's too busy and checking out the high school girls. We still work. We don't just sit on the beach.
We have both parents working and you still can't afford to, make it.
We were homeless for a while. Thank God we had family and we were just living like house to house basically. And one of my friends, she's been homeless and they just find different places to camp around the island. And it's really sad to see that a lot of the people who are homeless are our native people.
These families live in places that nobody even knows exist, right? They're in bushes, they're in parks.
They're living down a little path off the side of the road where there's a place that they can put up a blue tarp and be safe or safe-ish.
It's like a third world country, no bathrooms. You know, they gotta dig their own holes and no showers.
These kids are waking up, under a bridge and then having to go to school.
Now you realize, okay, I don't have a lot of clothes. I'm living in one sleeping bag all year long that isn't being laundered. So you have head lice, you have bad breath, you don't look like you belong.
There's bullying involved, there's teasing involved. And so on top of all the issues that they already have, a lot of times school is not a friendly place. These children didn't do anything wrong. Most times even their families didn't do anything wrong. They are stuck in an economic situation that is so very, very hard to climb out of.
If you're born and raised in this, you don't know any different. I mean, obviously look around, there's houses. They know people live in houses, but their family doesn't. And it's just a way of life. We had our teen mentor and we went to play mini golf, which was close to the mall. And she didn't even know there was a mall. They don't even realize there's a world outside of their 3 to 5 mile radius. There's a whole nother world out there right here on this island. And then she was asking me, maybe I can work at the mall. Yes, maybe you can work at the mall. It's just like when you open up their eyes past their radius, it's a whole nother world to them.
But there's a beacon of hope, a woman whose heart is as boundless as the ocean itself. Her name is Megan Patrick, and she runs an organization called Project Hawai'i. It's a nonprofit that has made it their mission for the last 2 decades to care for the children who are often forgotten in the hustle and bustle of island life.
Okay. No, I can't do it. Aloha, I am Megan Patrick, the co-founder of Project Hawai'i. Project Hawai'i is a nonprofit organization solely supported by public donations.
We provide services to the children that live in tents and cars and along the water's edge on 3 islands, Oahu, Maui, and the Big Island. We were established in 2003 to fill the needs of the overwhelming crisis that Hawaii faces with homelessness.
Our nonprofit was created to be fully staffed and run by volunteers. We choose this as our way of having the community more involved. Everyone here is all on the same page. We know our roles because it comes from our heart and not from a paycheck or a government stipend or, something in between.
When you give, you actually help us have that stability of continuing our outreach, continuing to provide services when they're needed. 100% of those funds benefit our homeless children's lives, period. There's no staff paid. Yes, we have storage units, but there's no cushy office. I don't have an office.
I'm one of the fortunate ones in life that found my purpose early on. In my early 20s, I realized it is my mission, it is my purpose in life to help homeless children succeed. I couldn't have had that knowledge or understanding if I hadn't lived through it myself. I know exactly what it's like to eat out of a garbage can. I know exactly what it's like not to know where you're gonna stay that night. All the things that homeless children face, I've lived through that. However, I was able to pick myself up early enough. I found a way to make the positive in life. For a lot of the kids out there and the teens out there, it's not as easy as I might portray it to be. It wasn't easy for me either, but I did it. Statistically, I shouldn't be here. They statistically shouldn't succeed either, but they are, and they will, and that's what I'm here for. But this is what you do in life. You have stories. This one little boy, he was 10 years old. We would visit every Saturday, do lunches, do our outreach. They would get clothes, towels, whatever was on on their list. And he's sitting on a rock wall crying. And he said, my dad's homeless, my grandfather's in prison, my mom's homeless, my grandma's homeless. I'm just going to be homeless forever. There's no way out. And I said, I'm not here so you can grow up homeless. I'm here to help you. You don't have to be like your parents. You don't have to repeat that cycle. And he said, I was given an opportunity to go to a special school. It's on Maui, and I can't go because my mom doesn't even have the airline ticket money. And I said, so again, why do you think I'm here? You need to voice what you need. And he goes, I need a ticket, and I can go to this special school, and I can live there. I said, okay, fine. Well, you know, what day do we need to go? We booked his ticket, we booked his mom's ticket. He also needed bedding for his dormitory room. We provided all of that. He lived there for 3 years. After that, he graduated high school and became an architect. He came back to me. He goes, I don't know if you remember me. And he said, I can draw the plans for your transitional housing that you've always talked about. Little things like that really are what we call success.
Project Hawai'i runs a variety of programs, and one of the most impactful is their summer dormitory program. Here, teenage girls, often homeless or living in unstable situations, are given a safe space to stay during the summer months. They're not just given shelter, they're given a chance to experience the world as kids, to focus on their dreams, and to build relationships with mentors who care about them deeply. I had the privilege of interviewing some of these girls.
My name is Kendra I Love. And yeah, I like this program because I feel like it's helping the homeless children all around Hawaii and probably further, so that they can go to school, get food, and other stuff. And it's really nice to be here. Yeah. Before I found this program, I don't know, I didn't think that the homeless had a place to go or anything, and this program has changed it, and I like it a lot here, so yeah.
What do you like about it?
I just like how they seem to know what they're doing, and they seem to be ready to step forward and take the challenge of fundraising and stuff, and then getting the supplies and stuff for them going back to school. And
Hi, my name is Mahealani Iona. I started off in this program as a camper, and then I came to be a team leader. I think I started when I was like 3. Wow. Some of my favorite memories of summer camp with Auntie Megan is going up to Kalopa every year and staying up at the cabins. It's great, and it's really fun being able to give the kids the same experiences that I had when I was a kid and seeing how much fun they're having. Mm-hmm. It's very sweet. I think the program and now the team program, it's just like the summer camp helps me to prepare for school, and teaches me or taught me how or what to expect when going back to school. And then the team program is just helping me prepare for high school and after high school thing. I will be attending Grand Canyon University in Arizona in the fall.
Yay! Congratulations.
Thank you.
How old were you when you came to this program?
10.
10. Okay. So where were you staying the first 10 years of your life?
I lived with my mom, and then I got taken away and given to my dad. Mm-hmm. So then I lived with my dad in this small apartment complex with my 2 siblings, my stepmom and my dad, and a bunch of cats. And then we moved out and we went to this other house. And it was nice, but my siblings broke it. So that was nice.
There was a lot of kids. How many siblings do you have?
I have 4 now, but I don't live with all of them. I live with
3 of them at the time.
Do you mind me asking why you got taken away from your mom?
She wasn't the best person. Like, she was a druggie, and so she didn't really take care of us. And so things would go on in the house that I just kind of had to deal with, and I had to like help my brother make sure he ate and slept and all that stuff.
So after you were in the house that was pretty nice, what happened then? Why did that change? Why did you guys move out of there?
Oh, the guy's wife passed away, so he wanted to sell the house because we were renting it. So we moved to this other rental. So yeah, we couldn't find a house for a while, and it took a long time for my dad to find one because there wasn't many rentals that supported how many people were in the house. So we moved to this rental. We eventually found one, and then we went, and my parents wanted to move to the mainland because like it's better, and my dad's friend already had a house in mind, but we couldn't because we had to spend the money on the rental. So yeah.
So how did you guys end up being homeless then?
Homeless?
Were you ever homeless?
Yeah, but I was really young, so I don't really remember. I was like 7.
7?
Maybe younger.
So you were still with your dad?
Yeah, I was with my dad and my mom.
Yeah. And
yeah.
How did you don't really were you on the beach?
And we were in those sheltered.
In the shelter?
Yeah.
How did you feel scared in the shelter?
I don't really remember.
You don't remember?
Yeah.
No. So how did you hear about this program? Are you still living with your dad?
Yeah.
Nice.
His friend recommended it to him, I think.
So you heard about this program because of his friend?
Yeah, Auntie Megan's daughter.
Oh.
Natasha.
Nice. That's awesome. So, before you came here, like, I'm just curious, did you go through anything else? Did you feel safe with your dad and everything? Everything was fine?
Yeah, everything was fine. It's just, I don't know.
Is it hard? You guys don't have a lot of money?
I don't really know. It's just, yeah, I don't know.
I understand. So, it's not how you want to live though in the future, right?
No.
No. And have you learned anything about a different way of living from being in this program? Or do you have more hope for the future?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Can you tell us about how this program has helped you have more hope for the future?
Well, like yesterday, we had this, what's it called? This, I don't remember what it's called, this like project thing, where this lady came and she was talking to us about mindsets and positive mindsets and negative mindsets. And that a positive mindset will lead us to a better future, and we took notes on it and stuff. Well, like the other day we did a fish project, and I really liked that because we ended up getting the fish to the kids, and then they ended up liking the project. So it was like a win-win, you know?
Do you like helping out with the kids in the summer camp program the most?
Yeah, I love the kids so much. They're so sweet.
Does it remind you of you when you were little?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, what do you want to do? What do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to go to college, specifically UCLA. I want to go to be a crime detective.
That's awesome. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you want to do forensics? Kind of?
Yeah.
Right on. What made you want to become a forensic scientist or a detective?
I don't know. It just piques my interest. It keeps changing. I wanted to work in CPS, but I don't know. I don't really want to do that anymore.
Yeah. I think fighting crime that way would be great.
You seem like you care about people, so I can see you doing a great job with that.
Once they have that self-worth and they know they're worth it, they can be it. They can do it. And we build that through our year-long programs, whether it be a holiday event that they come to or that we go to them, whether it be an outreach of just getting basic hygiene. They know they're worth it.
Self-esteem. Megan knows firsthand. Self-esteem is what it takes.
Oh my God, I love Megan. She is a spitfire.
Megan has probably like the most unique hair you'd ever see.
The families can see her from really far away. And they're like, oh, Auntie Megan's here.
She's so full of energy. She's so bright.
She doesn't take no for an answer. She is a force.
In Hawaii, we call that pa'akiki. She hard-headed.
Yeah, she's really bossy.
We stay together as a group, but we're going to stay in our groups.
Together, it's kind of funny.
I hope I'm bossy. My purpose on earth is to save children's lives. I don't do that by being their friends. I'm not going to ever be their mother. I can just give them the skills that they need to succeed. I look at it as a very logistical, I got to help you, I have to feed you, I have to get these things for you. Cliff decided that if she's really going to do this, she needs help on developing more education. And he has that background.
She took me out on our second date. She was telling me what she does, and then she said that she feeds the homeless children. And so we was at breakfast, and then we made a doggy bag, jumped in the car, and she said, "Can you do me a favor? Can you drive down this road? Because there's a man that I always take food for." And so we went, and then she goes, "He's behind that coconut tree." So I took the food, and there was a man behind the coconut tree. This lady all the way come from California and sees all these homeless people, and I never really knew.
Oh my God, Cliff is so chill.
Uncle Cliff is always happy. He's always laughing, joking.
This is the most important part.
Yeah, square them in your eyes and no.
He doesn't want people to feel left out. He doesn't want people to have a bad day or whatever.
Cliff is so good with these kids. He just loves being with them. And
then when I found out what she really did, I thought she was crazy, And then when I started really helping her, I thought I was crazy. So now we live in this kind of crazy world, but hey, what's not so crazy about the world that we live in today? We're just trying to do something to, help change the world.
When we first started, a lot of the kids that came, they didn't even know how to use a sink to brush their teeth. They didn't know how to brush their teeth. So teaching them these kinds of things, it makes a huge impact in their life. It does, because they've never had access to a toothbrush, to toothpaste, to a sink, let alone, sweeping, anything else, cleaning up. They don't have a room to clean up. So helping them learn life skills, daily life skills, it makes a huge difference for them.
Over 1,600 homeless children have been able to grow up through Project Hawai'i, escape that cycle, and end it within their own next generations. We're just looking at what does this child need to succeed and escape that cycle for themselves. That child will grow up and not have children born into homelessness. With the children, how we work with them is we have educational programs that are structured for their age development. When they turn 9, we have a junior leader program to help them become leaders of themselves. Our teen mentoring program allows the teens to practice the skills that they learned as junior leaders and then become mentors for the younger kids. They take on more of a responsibility of owning their own selves and finding their own passion, getting involved more in sports or drama or whatever it is that they want to participate in school.
Part of the teen mentoring program is really to help, get kids from all over the world to help, and at the same time want to learn the local style of Hawaii. So when they come over, we take them surfing. They can go to the luau's, and these girls can teach them how to dance the hula.
It's part of our criteria for them to continue with us. They have to keep advancing and pushing themselves past their limit of, what they're born into. We take their fear factor out. We help them to really have a sense of who they are so that they can make better choices as they come into graduation and then go to college. Oh, there she did it! Woo! So you just implement the programs that will help these kids so there's no longer a lack of. And that's how we develop our programs, is just to stabilize their lives so that they can be in the mainstream and running alongside other children.
You cannot start anything without stepping forward first. And in Hawaiian over here, we say imua. Or imua means to go forward. It's all about bettering themselves, becoming a good person, a good human being, and going out there and treating everybody like how you want to be treated, Forget about the hurt. This is real hard for them. Forget about the hurt, overcome that.
We wear size 8. We wear size 10.5.
They don't want to be donating used items to these children. They want to be able to make them feel special. They want to be able to give them exactly what they want or exactly what they need.
We have these bikes. We got 2 bikes for these 2 brothers that need them to get to school. So we are delivering bikes today.
And so used items or leftover stuff doesn't really fit what she needs.
We don't do random drives. Everything is child specific. They deserve to be able to hold their head up with pride and say, this is my new shirt. These are my new shoes. These are given to me. They're my size. We are creating their self-image, and you only get that with being individually cared for. Then once they get into our programs more full-time and do the summer education programs, do our spring break services where we're with them longer, we are able to really enhance that inside, and their self-worth just goes through the roof and they succeed. It's not one thing that we do, it's the year-round process.
It's not just about offering a roof over their heads. Megan and her team run summer camps that are nothing short of extraordinary. Homeless children from all over the islands are taken on adventures that many of them have never dreamed of. Rock climbing, zoo visits, and hiking through the breathtaking Hawaiian landscape. For these kids, it's about more than just fun. It's about creating memories that will last a lifetime. It's about showing them that they are worthy of experiencing the world beyond survival. These moments, these simple acts of joy, are the building blocks of confidence and resilience. And Megan makes sure that the keiki, Hawaiian for children, never go without the essentials they need to succeed. School supplies, backpacks, and even Christmas presents, all provided by Project Hawai'i, make sure these kids are ready for the school year ahead. For many, it's the first time they've received these basic gifts, things many of us take for granted.
Are you excited to be here for summer camp? Yay! Are you excited to be at summer camp? Excited. Good. Wonderful. Can you tell me your name?
Surya.
Surya? Hi. How long have you been coming to summer camp?
When I was 3 years old.
Wow. So how old are you now?
8.
Wow. So what's your favorite thing about summer camp?
Going to the beach.
Yeah.
And going to the zoo, and getting prizes, and getting new backpacks and clothes.
That's awesome. And do you get to go to the beach a lot?
No. You can go to the beach 12 times, but this time it's like 2.
Oh, I see. So how has summer camp helped you? Just having fun? Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. Thank you for your interview. I appreciate you.
Yeah, and summer camp's also really fun.
Where's Gaia? What do you think of the alligator?
Is it so fun?
It's cool, huh? What do you think of that animal?
I like this animal.
Yeah.
Like it? Yeah. And I also like this one. What is this animal anyway?
It's a bearded dragon.
Yeah, it's a bearded dragon.
Ooh, I like that one. And this one, what color is this? Come on, find you.
I went back in the car and guys keep up. Is the zoo something you come to every summer camp?
Every year. This will be our 19th year at the zoo.
Wow.
It's, they did put in a playground park. I mean, after we started coming. So that gives them another activity, but the zoo is one of their favorite spots, and it's something that they look forward to, being able to see all the animals. And afterward we do activities. Today we're going to learn to be zookeepers. Yeah, and so the whole day is geared around animals and the zoo. So.
Well, I love animals, so
yeah, it's going to be great.
That's awesome.
I've been with this group since I was 3 to 4.
Wow, that's amazing. So you were just trying to give back to the program that helped you so much.
Yeah.
Right on. Isabella. Isabella, how long have you been volunteering for Project Hawaii?
I don't remember, but I've been here for a while now.
You've been here for a while?
Yeah.
Are you one of the kids or are you volunteering?
Volunteering.
You're volunteering, that's fabulous. What made you decide to do that? It's okay.
But helping the kids and interacting with them, it's like, it's just
fulfilling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me how you feel about the kids.
Like, it's something you look forward to doing every day.
So it gives you purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Did you used to come to this group when you were younger?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just felt like you wanted to help give back to your community?
Yeah.
I love that. That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Lasleen, and I got involved with Project Hawai'i because my nieces and nephews are in it, because they used to be like in the shelter and they were introduced to it. Yeah, we used to be, so we thought it would be a fun way to just get out and have fun and enjoy things, even though we can't really enjoy many things, you know. And this is like a good opportunity for us, for people who doesn't have a lot of money and stuff. Like, they're really giving a lot just to make us have fun and be happy.
Aww.
Thank you.
I thought it was really cool because I love working with like little kids. I love helping out. I just like love little kids in general, and like it's easy to work with them for me. Like I don't have a hard time with them. I don't get easily annoyed. Like I just know how to deal with everything. Like it's a fun experience, going places, you know, doing little activities with them, seeing everybody's personalities, seeing everybody different and how they are. It's a fun experience.
Have you worked with children who aren't homeless before?
No.
No, not really?
Or, well,
more like babysitting?
Yeah, babysitting.
So can you tell, is there a difference between the homeless children and the children who are not homeless, in your opinion? Have you noticed any differences?
They don't act spoiled. Like they're not always whining. Like the homeless, they're not always whining. Like they follow the rules. Like they have more fun doing things with everybody.
So they appreciate
everything, and like
they have gratitude.
Yeah, and when I'm like babysitting kids, they're really like uptight with everything. They're always upset. They're always wanting something. They want more. They cry for it, and they don't really have fun. And they want to do what they want to do.
Would you say they're a little more entitled?
They're a little bit uptight.
Uptight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my name is Becca. I work for West Coast Connection, and our group that we have here is a community service group. So we've been going on different islands and doing different community service work. So these girls are all from the mainland, different states. Some of them knew each other, some of them don't. They all met here though, and then we kind of move around. We're with this group for a couple days to kind of help out with whatever they need. It's great for teenage girls. to kind of get this experience, especially a lot of them haven't gotten to experience this.
Volunteer work, you mean?
Yeah, in general, volunteer work, but especially with kids who might not have as much as them. And for them, especially just in general, being in Hawaii, the culture is so different for them that this is kind of a shock. But they usually leave this like with a really kind of good understanding that like the world is bigger than what they experience at home.
It probably cracks their heart wide open.
It does. Usually after the first day of this, like we'll go back and we usually debrief at night, and like they usually say like these are their favorite days of the trip. And we do like exciting adventure stuff too, but usually their favorite days are working with kids from here.
I love that. Thank you for your work. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Right. Aloha.
My name is Cliff Kama. I got involved with Project Hawai'i when I met Megan in 2008, and a year later, that's when I really got involved with Project Hawai'i. What got me involved was, I didn't realize the kids that were homeless, the way they were living, it just caught me by surprise, because it was like I was in a third world country, kids living under makeshift tents, living off the land, and just tents all over the place, you doesn't even think that you're in Hawaii until you look out into the ocean, because they all live along the water's edge, So and what I seen was that a lot of these families, they were like generations, like living on the beach, For the most part, they were like more like on local people, Hawaiian, the Polynesians.
How did that poverty make you feel, especially within your own community?
Yeah, open up my eyes, because I never thought that that was happening, until you see it, and it really kind of got me confused. Like, how can we have homeless children, with all the resources that we have? How can the government not completely, just stop homelessness with children, especially,
Especially in paradise, right?
Yeah. And then of course, cost of living in paradise came up. So more of the reason they just stayed on the beach and raised their children from the beach.
So would you say housing is the biggest issue, the cost of living here in Hawaii?
Yeah, exactly. And more financial resources for the homeless family with children, And there's there's the other side of the coin, that a lot of them, is because they do drugs, and just,
some of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, what would you say would be a solution for that? What would you suggest? Like, if you could fix the problem, how would you do it?
More resources, fine. I'm sure, if we can build hotels, knock down the old local businesses, put up on rail, I'm sure we can find a way to find land and put up, substantial homes for these families with children, I'm not saying couples, I'm not saying singles, I'm saying family with children. And you can find that a lot of these families is single moms, homeless single moms, And,
So fatherlessness is an issue.
A lot of them is fatherlessness, But you cannot blame just the father, because the mom, like I said, sometimes, they come in out of rehab, they lost their children, so they get their children back, and so they run away, and sometimes they hide from the system, so being homeless.
So they don't lose their kids.
Yeah. So, like I said, tourism is one of our, I believe it's like our top money making for Hawaii. I think homelessness, the money they get for homeless is second. I mean, we get millions and millions of dollars every year,
But it's not helping these kids.
Where you see it's going, they say they're going to build these affordable homes, right? So they can help people to get into affordable homes. And I'm not just talking about homeless. I'm talking about people underprivileged, the guys working really hard, and trying to find a place to live, because most of the homeless people, that we meet, they do have jobs.
Paycheck to paycheck.
They do have jobs, And so
these people have jobs, but they can't afford a home.
Yeah, and some of them lost their jobs, and they lost their homes because they cannot afford to, stay there, or the rent goes up and their pay is still, they just, like you say, living day to day and paycheck to paycheck, and it's kind of hard, for them to survive in this, in the community.
What happens to these kids?
Well, they either finish school or they quit school at a young age, and the boys, they disappear, run away, or whatever. The girls, they come out and get pregnant,
And then the cycle starts again.
Yeah, the cycle starts again. That's why we're trying to be opening up this, our dormitory, is to help the homeless teenage girls, to qualify and come into our dormitory after they graduate high school. We help them to go into college, get a college degree.
And break the cycle.
To help us break the cycle, yeah. Hopefully, when they said all in, was when I went with Megan, and this was my first time in Oahu, first time helping her take like diapers and slippers, and so we went to Oahu, rent a car. She got everything. She knew already where the family was. She knew what they needed because she used to take care of hundreds of kids down Waianae Coast. And I'm sure if you've ever been down Waianae Coast 10 years ago,
yeah.
Well, Megan that was Tent City.
Yeah.
Megan would, Christmas time, before I met her, she would go down there, get their names, right, and what kind of toy they want, and she would go and get people to help her. And then she would deliver them in her elf costume, all the way until she cannot go, run out of, and then she would go again the next day until she could complete the whole. I mean, like you say, you've been down Waianae.
Yeah.
Megan did that.
Yeah.
She was the only one that did that.
I think what's most important is these are local kids.
Yeah. All local kids.
Yeah.
And today we still do that. Right. We go and we see them, and Megan said, "There's a family," and we find new families. There's a family. But for me, was that day. Get back to the story. So she parked. It was down Waianae, almost down, and all they live in the KLB bushes, right? So she parked on the side of the road, and she said, "Okay, I need to go grab the." So I grab her. I go, "Baby, you can't look inside the bushes." She goes, "Why?" I go, "They will kill you. You're in Hawaii." She said, "Be quiet." I was just joking. He's like, "Come on, you come and help me?" I said, "Yeah." So I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna protect you, right?" So we go in, and she goes, "Aloha, aloha," and then we walk like from here to the fence, deep inside the KLP trees, and then she got on trail, and she knew where to go. And all of a sudden, I see all these kids running. I go, "Wow!" And they run up, and instead of telling me hi, they look at hi auntie, and they look at me. They go, "Who you, bro?" So I don't know who needed the protection, right? But anyway, the first thing that came out of their mouths was like, "Auntie, did you bring my band-aids? Did you bring these slippers?" And while pulling out keawe corn from their bare foot.
Oh shoot!
So right there.
So they weren't even asking for frivolous things.
Like when I come home, my grandchildren, "Papa, what do you want?" Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is how it is. The family, they send the kids first. The kids come running, right? And then then he sees some of the parents coming with the babies, carrying the babies, and you know how they come for their diapers, and you can tell they really, really need diapers. You know, I don't wanna, you know, you can look at the kids. You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like, you know, it took me a long time to tell this story because I always used to cry. Yeah. You know, a tear to my eye. But,
sad.
Yeah.
It's horrifying.
And from that day, I said, wow, I'm all in. I said, I looked at every little baby. I shake my head. I was crying out, going out. I said, she said, I'm glad you got to experience this, because it's something that I cannot tell you. You need to see it for yourself. And it took me like almost a year before we met, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
And then after that, I said, oh my goodness. And then here we are, you know, trying to, like you said, trying to stop the cycle of homelessness.
So this summer camp is just one part of Project Hawaii.
Yeah.
This is just
on this island.
On this island.
Yeah.
So you guys are on all of the other islands too?
We just got Maui like 3 years ago, and the fire really, we still need to go back and see if we can find some of our families. You know,
because there's missing families.
Yeah, there's missing families, and they got separated, you know, and so, yeah. But hopefully, when you know, we deal with that a lot because they have clean sweeps in Oahu where the government say, okay, you can come in, we're cleaning you guys out, take all your stuff, and then when we go back,
because they don't have enough stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, taking stuff from people who have nothing, that's outrageous.
Yeah, they tell them, you know, you have like 1 month, we're coming this day. If you guys stuff still over here, they told me, said the dump truck, you know. So you see them trying to haul all their stuff on, you know, it's when you look at the shopping carts, that's, you know, they try to haul that out, and, you know, and so now after that we need to go find them.
And that doesn't solve the problem. It just makes things look better for a little while.
Yeah.
The whole it's like giving someone an aspirin for a hemorrhage.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
so we need bigger change.
I mean, we need you know, all the. Even not just Hawaii, you know, all over the world.
Are there grants and things you guys can apply for to help you do this work?
We try. We really try. You know, government grants. You know,
are they not giving them to you?
We don't get it.
What?
You know, it's like.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, it's, you know, IHS. You know, IHS. You know, Red Cross. We cannot compete with them. And the guys that, you know, working for, like, you know, helping the homelessness like that, I mean, somehow their paycheck getting bigger,
right?
And so is the homelessness, you know.
Seems a little counterintuitive.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like, yeah, you make over $200,000 $100,000 a year.
That would house probably 10, 15 families at least for the year.
I mean, yeah, they're all making money on getting, like, you know, sending people out to do their work, actually, basically. You know, they come back and say, oh yeah, this much homeless people, this much homeless people, we met that much homeless people. They say, okay, so now you have this much homeless people, this is how much we can ask the federal or the government to send us, you know, millions and millions of
so
dollars.
Basically they're using the homeless people to get money from the government.
Seems that way.
Seems that way.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems that way.
Yeah. Instead of actually helping.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they don't do good work.
Right.
But
yeah, they do. Everybody does, but you know, like I say, you know.
I don't think Mother Teresa was staying in her Kauai mansion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and just like us, you know, I always say that, you know, like since you brought up Mother Teresa, I always just say, you know. You know, we cannot save the Project Hawaii, cannot save the whole world. We cannot save it, but we try. You know, like Mother Teresa said, she cannot save everybody, but she can be the pebble, right? And you throw it in a pond, and we will create ripples.
Yeah.
And that's what we do with Project Hawaii.
I can see that just from the fact that these kids you've had and been helping since they were young are here helping other kids.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Great work. Thank you for talking to us. Aloha.
Thank you. Aloha. Awiho.
In the heart of the islands, bright take you walking with no light. Stars above their shelter tonight. Hope a beacon shining bright. Ocean waves they crash and roar. Empty tummies hunger for more. Through the streets they search and soar. Finding love they can't ignore. Aloha's calling hearts to care. Share your kindness everywhere. No more wandering in despair. Lift them up, give them a prayer. Our golden dreams to share. Building futures with our flair. Every little gesture's rare. Taking know that we are there. From the mountains to the shore, Hawaiian hearts they beat for sure. With a spirit rich and pure, homeless lives we must secure. Aloha's calling hearts to care. Share your kindness everywhere. No more wandering in despair. In despair. Lift them up, give them a prayer. Hands to hold and dreams to share. Building futures with our flair. Every little gesture's rare. Caking know that we are there. Aloha's calling hearts to care. Hearts to care. Share your kindness everywhere. And kindness everywhere. No more wandering in despair. In despair. Lift them up, give them a prayer.
First of all, people don't really think about kids and homelessness.
Hawaii, it's not paradise. Do you not see the homeless people on the side of the road?
Over 1,600 homeless children have been able to grow up through Project Hawai'i. We provide services to the children that live in tents and cars and along the water's edge on Oahu, Maui, and the Big Island. We're just looking at what does this child need to succeed and escape that cycle for themselves.
You're going to walk away with an education. You're going to walk away with life reality things that could make you proud of yourself. You never let society choose for you.
The state's graduation rate is under 50%. Our success rate is about 85%.
This program is fun, but it's also formative. And I think if I wasn't here, I wouldn't be going to college.
I want to go to school for nursing.
Once they start believing in themselves, the doors open up.
It was Christmas Eve, and this little girl was given a Barbie doll. Santa could never find them because they were homeless, and she was so excited. Over a decade later, she goes on to say, that Barbie is with me today in my dorm room. I'm graduating college. So we always say the Barbie that went to college, as they grow older, it carries hope in their heart that I am worth something. They'll think back, well, I was worth that Barbie doll. Maybe I am worth playing on this team, or maybe I am worth getting this degree.
These kids can really go to college. Their lives are being changed right here today by playing, by being loved and nurtured, and by being supported.
We are creating their self-image, and you only get that with being individually cared for.
Hawaiian is a culture of caring. We call it aloha.
Your donation really impacts the lives of our homeless children more than you would ever know.
One thing that I try to pass along to my kids is, what are you going to do to make a difference?
I will donate to them if I could. I will get back up there one day. I will start donating to them.
When you give, 100% of those funds benefit our homeless children's lives. everyone here is all on the same page that comes from our heart and not from a paycheck.
It takes a village, so jump in and help these kids.
Support them. Be there physically, send money.
Let them see paradise through your eyes.
The impact of Project Hawaii is undeniable. The children who pass through their doors are given opportunities they might not have had otherwise. They're shown that despite the challenges they face, they have a future where they can dream big and with a little help, make those dreams come true. But the need is still great. Project Hawaii, like so many nonprofits, relies on the generosity of individuals and organizations who are willing to step up and support their work. Volunteers, donors, and advocates are always needed because the truth is, no one can do this alone. Together, though, we can help break the cycle of homelessness and create a brighter future for these kids. If you're moved by these stories, if you believe that every child deserves the chance to experience life to its fullest, there are ways you can help. Whether it's through a donation, your time, or simply spreading the word about Project Hawaii, you can be part of something life-changing. Because in the end, it's not just about giving children a place to stay. It's about giving them a future. It's about showing them that they matter. And with the heart of gold that Megan Patrick brings to her work, Project Hawaii is making that future a reality, one child at a time. To learn more, visit helpthehomelesskeiki.org and see how you can make a difference. The kids of Hawaii are waiting for you to be a part of their story.
Is there nothing in this world that stays the same? Is there nothing that's never going to change? Is there nothing that's worth anything at all? At all? Blood, sweat, tears, and poison. Steal these lives that were never chosen. Spend time loving you, that's worth everything to me. Is there ever gonna be a dream come true? Will there ever be peace?